Hey y'all, where y'all been? Excuse the vlogging camera because it is what it is. I do enjoy just the theme that's surrounding the camera and how it looks. It just gives me like that nostalgia feel. So when I go and look at these videos in the future, it will give me that nostalgia feel about a place in my life where I was and how I can just continue to see the transformations over time. Hey y'all, today is like May the 5th, 2024, part 3, and I was just sitting here contemplating on how or what or when, the explanation, but I feel like there's no explanations needed regarding part 1 and part 2. The very, very, very bottom line is because of trauma, duh, right? I've come to a realization a while ago that like just being the victim or playing like this victimization type of neighborhood surrounds you with people in your environment who has the same type of mentality. And I really saw that. It's one thing that I've learned and one thing that I had to experience over and over and over to be able to be like, okay, bitch, I'm done with being a victim. There is a time and a purpose and a place in life where we are victims, when we are hurt, when we are abused, when we are neglected. And there are times and places in life where I feel like me, who I am, elevated from my childhood, from those occurrences that happened in Ohio. Okay, I'm past it. I was abused very young, early on, long time ago. Okay, honey, but it's the type of abuse in your childhood development where it alters your it's kind of hard to explain, but it alters not your mentality, just your emotions, and it stunts your growth, and it stunts a lot of your sexuality, or sometimes it stunts people's sexuality, or sometimes it brings it like in stagnation, or sometimes you're overly sexually active when you were abused as a child, sexually abused as a child. And for me, it's none of your business, but I feel like I have been at a place in my life where I have elevated and I have grown from it, and that is the major reason why I haven't been back to Ohio in over 20 years. I think like I really wanted to develop these stories was because of a lot of stream of just things that was just going on in the media and around me for me to just be like, girl, okay, this is way too many coincidences for you not to fucking come out and have your own story as well. Now, there is empirical evidence that 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually abused, raped, violated before they're 18. And I don't know about you guys, but I fucking grew up with a lot of boys and a lot of girls, and a lot of us apparently were getting sexually abused and violated. I had to do for myself just made me want to empower myself even more, just to fucking say something, right? What is there to be afraid of? I think the more we talked about these things, the less it will fucking happen, right? And not just talk about it like, any conversation with your children about abuse, sexually abuse, any type of abuse is very necessary. So that amped me up even more in my life to just want to come on here and express it. And then just the different levels of healing and growth experiences that I've like really fucking experiences, okay? That I had overcame by myself in isolation and with help and in group settings. Okay, many different avenues and aspects for me to get over that. Right now, I'm just like, okay, if victimization is not cool for me, because where I'm at in my emotions and in my mentality, if I even form some type of victimization, other people around me will form that too. Feel like I'm just that strong magnetic. Even if I don't know these things about myself consciously, then unconsciously it will play forward in experiences. And that's how I learned that victimization is not the motherfucking key. Now, let me just say disclaimer again for anybody who's been sexually abused or molested or raped of any kind. Being a victim is not a bad thing. It's a level and a process. This is the beginning stages of healing, and there's no time frame, no restrictions of how to begin and stop being a victim, but it is part of the process. And let's just bring it back to this being part 3 of why I haven't been back home. The person who sexually violated me is no longer living. I came to a point in my life where I was like, bitch, I need this to motherfucking end. What can we do? What can we do? What do we gotta do? Okay. Gratitude. I share gratitude, spirit. So that's what I came on here to say. And I love myself each and every day, and even more. Just a realization of knowing that life is short and that there's so much that I can just give to this life. I just know that there's more to me that I can give back to this life through my experiences. Gratitude.